What's going
I
on?
literally can't.
What's going on? Episode 29 of What's the Checkdown. I am Chandler. He is David. This is What's the Checkdown with Chandler and David. We were discussing it before we started. David, number 29, go.
I told you before, I have no clue.
So this one is really
Can't even
tough.
think of one.
Maybe I can. Do you want some hints? For anyone?
Yeah, give me one hint. Wait.
Vikings. Actually, you know what? No, we'll go Giants.
Yeah, was Barber, Tiki Barber, was he 29?
Oh, I don't know if Tiki was. I'll check though.
Oh, Brandon Jacobs? No, Brandon Jacobs was 27.
Tiki Barber was
Yes.
not. He was 21. Current player. Defensive player. Number 29. This is the issue that every New York Giant player looks exactly the same. Can we just say that? Like the numbers mean nothing. For the
He's a
Giants.
DB, right?
Safety.
Obviously. Yeah, okay. Why am I blanking?
High
I don't know.
draft
I'm
pick.
bad Giants.
Recently.
I'm a bad Giants fan. I'm not gonna even attempt, so you just gotta tell me.
Xavier McKinney.
Okay, I knew it was McKinney. I just couldn't figure
Apparently.
out his first name. I forgot his first name.
I had another one here that wasn't too crazy to get. Vernon Hargraves is one. Rasul Douglas is another. Guys that it's not really that used commonly as a number, but apparently every single NFL team actually has a 29 on their team. LaMarcus Joyner. I'm just trying to Casey Hayward, I guess. Hufanga from San Fran. So yeah, not really.
Oh yeah. How did I miss that?
Because no one knows who Hufanga is right now. Okay, he's not.
Oh, I do.
He's not Troy yet.
He's on my radar. He's on my radar,
but
for
he's
sure.
not. He's not Troy yet. He's
not there yet. Yeah, yet.
He's the flying Hawaiian, but 1.5, not 2.0.
Yeah. Okay.
So today we are going to just go over the matchups this week. Nothing crazy. I do have a draft for you. This versus that. We're going to have the wide receiver 1 draft to see who your favorite number 1 receiver is in the NFL. That doesn't mean they're the best number 1 receiver. I just want to see who your favorite number 1 receiver is.
Okay.
Other than that, I do want to go straight into the games. We're going to do this versus that as a little warm up first.
Let's go this versus that, then game.
All right, so this versus that. This is how we're going to do it. Number 1 receivers that are David's favorite. AFC South, Brandon Cooks or Michael Pittman?
I'm going to go Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks or Christian Kirk?
Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks or Robert Woods?
I like Bobby Woods.
Bobby Woods playing in the woods. This is all by depth chart. This is not by injury. This is just strictly their number 1 on their depth chart that I'm going off of. I'm not doing this whole the middle of the season, this person's injured. Shut up, okay? Shut up, angry people. NFC South. Number 1 receivers that David's favorites, Drake London or DJ Moore?
DJ Moore.
DJ Moore or Michael Thomas?
Moore. Michael Thomas, the man with a broken toe that hasn't played in 2 years. Give me DJ Moore. Thank you very much.
DJ Moore or Mike Evans?
I want DJ Moore. I hate Mike Evans.
You hate Mike Evans?
I don't hate Mike Evans.
I was going to say, why do you hate Mike Evans?
I know. I was about to start something there, but no, I don't hate Mike Evans. Okay. I just like DJ Moore.
All right.
I like DJ Moore.
AFC East. We're not doing that. Okay, we're not doing that. All right, so we're going to go AFC East. David's favorite number 1 receiver, Stephon Diggs or Tyreek Hill?
Oh, Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs or Corey Davis?
Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs or Jacoby Myers?
Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs wins the AFC East. That's kind of a good. That's a pretty good number one wide receiver. There is one that is absolutely insane. We'll get to it.
Yeah.
NFC East now. David's favorite number one wide receiver: CeeDee Lamb or Darius Slayton.
We're gonna go with Darius.
Lies. Darius Slayton or AJ Brown.
AJ Brown.
AJ Brown or Scary Terry McLaurin.
Scary Terry, baby.
Who's better? AJ or Terry?
Well, seeing as Terry has no quarterbacks, I'm gonna go with AJ at this moment.
Okay, I want to talk about something before too when we get into that, because the fact that you said no quarterback. So Taylor Heineke is obviously the quarterback right now for the Washington Commanders. Did you see his interview with Jordan Palmer?
No, I didn't, but I did see that he bought the Packers colors.
So every team he beats, he buys a pair of Jordans in that color scheme.
I respect it.
That is like the most baller thing that you would do. Like, that makes me respect him. So I want him to beat every single team in the NFL. Like,
I would like him to finish his collection, but like I would also like him to never beat the Giants. So
that's, well, they're going to. Anyways, AFC North.
You think the Commanders?
No. We won't get into that. We'll get into the games, but we won't get into that. All right, AFC North. David's favorite number one receiver: Devin Duvernay or Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase or Amari Cooper.
Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase or Devontae Johnson.
Jamar Chase.
Yeah, I feel like that one's an easy one. Everyone loves Jamar. He just has that feel to him that people just really appreciate, you know?
Yeah, I like Jamar.
All right, NFC North, David's favorite number one receiver: Darnell Mooney or Amon-Ra St. Brown.
I'm going to go with St. Brown. He's different.
Yeah, Amon-Ra St. Brown or Alan Lazard.
St. Brown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown or Justin Jefferson.
Oh, Jettas.
That's actually a good one. That's a good one. I know Justin Jefferson is top 5 now, and there's no doubt on it. But like, Amon-Ra might be considered top 10 by the end of this year.
I mean, we'll see at the end of the year, but yeah, he's kind of playing well. I mean, he's been injured a lot though. That's the only thing. He's had a couple of injuries. So, and Justin Jefferson's been there all year.
Justin Jefferson's been the best receiver since he's entered the league statistically. Like, not even a doubt. Like,
I mean, Jamar Chase might have something to say about that, but that's neither here nor there.
Since he has entered the league, not since Jamar has entered the league.
Fair enough. Hey.
AFC West, David's AFC West, David's favorite number one receiver: Cortland Sutton or Juju Smith-Schuster.
Juju.
Really? I thought you liked Cortland. Okay. Juju Smith-Schuster.
No. Real quick. This does not have to go on the clip or whatever. Cortland Sutton has played so bad this year. I am so pissed. I can't get rid of him in any of my fantasy leagues. I have to drop him.
That's going in, but
so bad.
Juju Smith-Schuster, or actually, wait, is that a byproduct of Russell Wilson?
Yeah, it's Russ. It's Russ. It's easily Russ. I would have much rather had freaking Drew Lock throwing the ball to Cortland than have Russ right now. At least he'd see the ball.
At least there would be deep balls. At least there'd be like the mid, like the thing Drew Lock can only throw is that 20-yard out route. I feel like that's his best route, best ball.
Yeah, and I'd be top of my fantasy league right now, but I'm not. So,
Juju Smith-Schuster or Devontae Adams.
Devontae.
Devontae Adams or Keenan Allen.
Devontae.
I already put the check mark. I don't think you hate Keenan Allen. I'm pretty sure.
Keenan's washed.
Okay. NFC West. This is the most loaded number one receivers in the NFL, okay?
Let's go.
NFC West, David's favorite number one receivers: DeAndre Hopkins or Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp or Deebo Samuel.
Deebo
Samuel or DK Metcalf.
Deebo. It's easy. Deebo all day.
That is a loaded, absolute stacked number one receiver division, though.
Yeah.
Like, You
Real.
could like
Yeah.
that. I'm sorry, those four. That is literally the Pro Bowl roster right there of receivers.
You could even go their number 2 receivers. Think about that for a second. On Arizona, it was Marquise Brown. He got injured. You could also say
I don't know. Give me 1 second. I'll have him right
blanking
here.
on his name. But then you could go to
Allen Robinson.
Allen Robinson hasn't had a great year, but still a baller. You could go to Ayuk, balling, and you could also go to
Lockett.
Lockett, Tyler Lockett.
I had to look because
Literally
I'm like,
all ballers.
yes. On here we have. Damn, they have a lot of receivers. Robbie Anderson. We have Marquise Brown. We have Greg Dortch. We have. I'm pretty sure you meant Dortch. I'm assuming Rondell Moore.
No. Rondell Moore. That's who I meant.
Laquan Treadwell is on the Cardinals, which makes me really sad because he played really well for the Jaguars last year. He was their leading receiver last year.
He just hasn't seen the field. I don't know why.
What's funny is looking at it, even like the Jaguars, I feel like have the best number 2s because I don't know who their number 2 is. Like, like if I did this for number 2s, obviously like Buffalo Bills, Gabe Davis. We have Cincinnati Bengals with T. Higgins. Sorry? Adam Thielen with Minnesota Vikings. DJ Chark with the Lions. Green Bay Packers have a bunch of number 4s.
Some number 6s, a couple of number 7s. The
Chiefs,
for sure.
I don't know who their number 1 is. I was the hardest one.
The Chiefs' number 1 is a tight end.
Yeah, Jarvis Landry for the Saints. Giants, I don't know. Mike Williams, Mike Will Music. Eagles, we
Mike
have.
Will made it.
Who Eagles number 2? Oh my God, why am I blanking? Devontae Smith. Thank you.
Devontae Smith, yeah.
Then we have Jalen Waddle, like you said, for 49ers, Patriots, Seahawks, Jets, Buccaneers have Chris Godwin, who's a number 1 on 90% of the teams in the NFL. There's a lot of great number 2 receivers that just play on really good teams.
Yep.
So
that's because the best teams just stack up. They just stack up on the best players. That's why they're always good.
I agree. So going into the final now, David's favorite number 1 receiver in the NFL, Robert Woods or DJ Moore?
Wait. Before we do this, I want you to write down your guesses to who I'm going to pick. Or just have it in your mind.
I think I know who it's going to be.
Okay.
It's between like 3 players, but I think I know who it's going to be. All right, so David's number 1 favorite receiver in the NFL, Robert Woods or DJ Moore?
DJ Moore.
DJ Moore or Stephon Diggs?
Stephon
Diggs or Scary Terry McLaurin?
Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs or Jamar Chase?
Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs or Justin Jefferson?
Ooh, that's tough.
The replacement or the
Justin
original?
Jefferson.
Oh, the replacement.
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson or Devontae Adams?
Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson or Deebo Samuel?
It's Deebo every time. Easily Deebo. And you know why it's Deebo.
Because it's Deebo?
Because it's Deebo and he's a running back. He's a running back and a receiver.
Yes, I knew it was going to be Deebo. I absolutely knew it was going to be Deebo. If it wasn't him, I was going to say it's either Justin or Stephon Diggs. So,
fair enough, yeah.
So yeah, David's favorite number 1 wide receiver in the NFL is Deebo Samuel. Even though he doesn't like him for being a wide receiver, he likes him for being a running back.
Yep.
We'll do this again. We'll do this again for running backs. And then we'll do it for quarterbacks. Screw it. I want to see who David's best quarterback is in the NFL. Going down to 2 players, but it's fun to see who's the favorite of the division.
Yeah. Daniel Jones.
Anyway, so we're gonna pick the games for this week.
Moving on. Wrap it up.
So this is something that we're doing a little bit new. We just thought, nothing crazy going on. Let's just start picking games. So give me a second here, and we'll just go for it. So first game we have 1:00 window, the LA Chargers versus the Atlanta Falcons. Yeah, give me a second. NFL schedule. I want to do it the you know what? Screw it. We'll just pick straight up. I don't even care. We'll just go straight up on these games. So Chargers at the Falcons. Who do you have?
I have at the Falcons.
At the Falcons in Atlanta.
West Coast all the way to the south.
It's actually, I feel like LA is actually lower than Atlanta. Atlanta's pretty north. People don't realize.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm still gonna go with the Chargers, mainly because they have a bye week. They've just had a bye week, and they have a better team. Personally,
they have a better team. The Chargers just have a better team.
Yeah, I would not be shocked if they lost though.
No, I wouldn't be.
Not.
I wouldn't be shocked by anything they do. I mean, the Falcons are 4-4, which I think everyone is surprised they are where they are. The NFC South, I think, has probably been the most disappointing division. One of the most.
I don't think that, I'm pretty sure 2 of their wins were out of division. At least 2 of them were out of division. The other 2, I believe, were in division. So I mean, they're not a bad team. No. Personally, I don't think they're a bad team.
And they are the number 1 team in their division.
So right now, Marcus Mariota is looking like a really good investment.
I mean, for what they got him for, I agree. I still go Chargers. Chargers need a win to stay alive in that division. Right now, they're 4-3. They need to win another game to even keep pace with Kansas City, who are 5-2. They're 4-3. They just got to win this game. Justin Herbo needs to have a decent game. I don't think they absolutely need him to ball out. The Falcons' offense isn't really scary. The Chargers do have a good defense. They just got to keep control of the run game, and I think they'll be perfectly fine against Mariota in the passing game, if not.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
Going to the next one in the window, the Miami Dolphins at 5-3, going to Chicago, playing the Chicago Bears. This is a scary game. This is a weather game, actually.
This is definitely one of those games where anything could happen. Let's just put it at that.
So, you ready for this?
Yeah.
So 63 degrees with a low of 41 Fahrenheit.
Yep.
16 miles per hour wind.
Yep. And is there snow?
No snow. There's 57% humidity. Luckily no snow, but there is higher winds.
I'm still going to go with the Dolphins mainly because they do Chicago just lost Roquan Smith, who was like the backbone of their defense. And I think in order for Chicago to win this game, they would have to play very good defense. And that is not going to happen tomorrow, I don't think.
I'm surprised Chicago gave up Roquan just because of, honestly, they're not in a bad position. They really aren't.
But this is not going to be their year.
That's very fair.
I think it was a smart decision.
God, I want to go with the upset so badly here. It's just being in Chicago, being in that atmosphere. Tua, I don't know how he's going to be in the cold. He's never really played in it. Justin Fields has already proven that he can actually win in that. I'm gonna go with the upset on this one, just because I feel like that's one of those games that you just can't expect for what to happen. So I'm gonna go with the Bears on that one. I just see an upset with that one. I see playing in a colder environment. Anything can happen in Chicago. It's a weird place. It's a weird city, and that place is gonna be loud because I think people are having faith in Justin Fields again, and I think they have faith in Eberflus as well. I think that team really goes around Eberflus. I think that city is really, really welcome them as well.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Miami still.
I know. I already put it down. Don't worry. For the next one, I think we'll both agree on this one. It is the Carolina Panthers traveling to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. The Panthers are 2-6. The Bengals are 4-4.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go with the Carolina. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna go with Cincinnati. I'm going with Cincinnati. It's probably gonna be a closer game than we think, though.
Panthers, what is their over-under on this one? I'm very curious because they seem like they have been in every game except for 1 or 2, and they fight like hell.
Here's the thing. Cincy has a lot of injuries right now. way more injuries than we know, and Carolina kind of has nothing to lose. It's going to be a much closer game than we think, but I think Cincinnati will pull it off. Also, Carolina has a decent front four, which could come to play in this game. That Cincinnati defense or O-line does not look that good. So we'll see. But I'm going to go with Cincy. I'm going to trust that they will take care of their business.
Yeah. I agree. They need to. Because the AFC North is wide open. They're one game back behind Baltimore. They need this win. You have to win the games you're supposed to win. These are one of the games they're supposed to win.
Yep.
For the Panthers to be a team that's like 2-6, if I'm not mistaken, I want to make sure. Yeah, 2-6. They only have a plus minus like minus 28, which really isn't that bad to have 6 losses and only 2 wins. They play really well. They play close, but again, Cincinnati, this is a game where they need to win. This is like if they don't win this one, then they don't deserve to be back in the playoffs. That's simple as that. That's just how I feel. Going to the next one, so we both have Bengals there. I actually put Panthers down for you for some reason. I'm not sure. That would not be smart. The next game we have are the Green Bay Packers at the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, I'm gonna trust in Aaron Rodgers today, and I'm gonna say that they win. I know you're not going to. I can see it in your eyes.
I don't. It's not that. It's not that I don't want to. I think it would be. This is a Lions game they can win. That's the sad part.
I honestly, I agree, but I think that the Packers will win this one.
How have the Lions been against the run?
Absolute trash.
They have, right?
Garbage.
If they were good against the run, I would say it's like they could do it. I really could.
I'm pretty sure they're one of the last few teams.
Yeah.
One of the last teams. Yeah.
I can't take the Lions
at least bottom
honestly,
20,
I could
right?
take a tie in this game. I really could. I could see this. Like, count it right now. The Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions are going to tie tomorrow's game, and it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And I'm going to post this after, but I will take, because pushes don't happen in the NFL, the Packers over the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, I'm taking the Packers as well.
I don't want to, but I don't know. Those are just one of those games. I won't. Whatever the over-under is, actually, I got to see what the over-under on this one is. Packers versus Lions. Odds. What do you think it is? Let's play that game.
Over-under is 47 points.
Okay, what do you think the spread is?
I'm going to go with 6.5 for the Packers.
For the Packers? So it's only 3.5.
Oh, no. Oh, no. That means the odds makers think the Detroit might have a chance here.
Yeah. The points,
because it's
the over-under,
level playing field, right?
Yeah, the over-under. Well, no. So it would be 6.5. You were right. Like, if it was on but the points over-under is under 4.5 or 49.5. So that's.
I was close.
Yeah, 49.5 minus 3.5 for the Packers. That's not a good thing for the Packers when they're playing the worst defense in the NFL.
I agree.
That's pretty sad.
We'll see. But I'm going to go with the Packers.
I went with the Packers too. 1 p.m. Eastern, the Las Vegas Raiders at 2-5, traveling to Jacksonville to play the Jaguars at 2-6.
I'm going to go with the Jags.
Really?
No, I'm not. You guys have disappointed me so many times this year. I will not bet on you guys ever again. Raiders are taking it.
I agree.
They need to get the win. They need to get the win, and Jaguars started off real good, but now are proving to be fraudulent, unfortunately.
Jaguars have a lot of, I don't know. The Jaguars don't have a lot of issues. They just need to figure out what's going on with their team. They are going so many steps in the right direction, but just 2 steps forward and 3 steps back right now. That's the way I look at them.
Mm-hmm.
The Raiders, I don't have faith in. I don't know why the Raiders are 2-5. I don't know why. And I guess it's just closing out games.
Yeah.
Because they shouldn't be.
Terrible play calls by McDaniels or what? Yeah, McDaniels.
That doesn't make sense either for who he is, but
yeah, I think he should either choose to be an offense coordinator or head coach,
and just
not both.
The Indianapolis Colts 1 p.m. clock game at the New England Patriots.
Pats are going to roll the Colts.
Roll them.
Yeah. You know what? Do you know what Bill Belichick does to rookie quarterbacks?
Except for Tua Tagovailoa.
Besides Tua and Davis Mills, he absolutely eats them alive. Ask Zach Wilson. He eats them alive. So I'm gonna go with a absolute stomping.
An absolute stomping for the Patriots.
Yes.
I agree with you. I think the Patriots are going to win. Isn't it crazy that we used to think this used to be like the matchup of the year, and now we have like a second-year player and a first-year player?
Don't tell me Billy Zappe's starting because I will change my mind.
No. If he is, yeah. I'm looking at the odds. What do we think the odds are for this one?
I think it's plus or minus 7.5 for Pats.
You have a lot of faith in the Patriots right now.
I do. That's how much I think Bill Belichick absolutely kicks rookie quarterbacks' asses.
What do you think the over-under is?
Over-under is 37.5.
And they're going to win by more than 7?
Yeah. Okay. I don't think the Colts are going to get any points. No Taylor. Sam Ellinger as the quarterback. I don't think that's a recipe for many points. Hines is gone. Yeah.
Patriots 4.5 minus 4.5.
Okay.
That's the line. Over and under is 40.5.
Okay. So
if you would have taken those 3 points and swung them, you would have had it.
Yeah. I'm a little bit higher on the Pats than the odds makers, but yeah, I mean, it is more of an even game if Matt Ryan was playing. But Matt Ryan isn't playing, and Bill Belichick will confuse the fuck out of Sam Ellinger.
Yeah. Patriots, I have Patriots going up. That's how I feel. Bills at the New York Jets, 1:00 p.m. game. Bills at the Jets, 6-1 to 5-3.
So I'm just gonna get this out of the way right now. I think the over under should be plus 20 or minus 21 for the Bills, because every time the Bills have played the Jets in the last few years, they've absolutely shit kicked them, and it hasn't been close. So I think that should be the case. I'm assuming it's closer to like plus minus 10, but for me, I think it should be higher.
Minus 10.5 is the spread.
And so I'm gonna go with the Bills because I think the Bills are going to absolutely eat them alive. But
Bills are the best team in the NFL.
Yeah,
Bills are the best team in the NFL.
If the Bills lose tomorrow, then we got some issues.
I don't think so. I don't, even if they do lose, because it depends how they lose and all of that. But like, the Bills are the best team in the NFL.
If the Bills lose the way the Packers lost to the Jets, then we have a problem.
That's fair. They won't.
They won't.
It's going to be a home game for the Bills.
Lose.
This is the nice thing about the Bills when they play in New York is that it's a home game. Like it really is. They get an extra home game every single year. They beat the Jets. I'm sorry. That is a big spread. I think I did pick the Jets to cover the spread because it's hard to pick someone to win by more than 10 points in the NFL. But they beat the Jets. Absolutely.
They do not. No, they do not cover. I'm sorry.
This is a very interesting game. Actually, the next couple are very interesting. The last 1:00 Eastern time game, the Minnesota Vikings at the Washington Commanders. Vikings win this game.
It's the Vikings. It's easily the Vikings.
And
there's no other right answers.
You better be betting on all these games, and you better hit all of them.
Wait. if Kirk going back to his old team, oh man, it's gonna be a field day.
He can't go back to his old team. His old team doesn't exist.
Kirk going back to what his old team has now become, it's a wash.
Vikings win this game. They, like I said, after the first week, I'm like, Vikings are going to win this, but they're going to run away with this division. And they have absolutely run away with this division. The NFC is garbage this year. I don't care what anyone says. The NFC is complete freaking garbage. And
I agree.
This is the game where the Vikings win. And the NFC East, which is the only team with every team over 500 or at 500, which is crazy, have a team under 500. 4:00 Eastern time, Seattle Seahawks at the Arizona Cardinals. That's a sneaky game.
Well, this is the one that I was really worried about, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I think Seattle will win that game.
Yeah, I agree. Can we disagree on anything?
No, because guess what? Seattle has a good defense. Their defense was bad at the start of the year. They've gotten progressively better as the year has gone on.
I just don't ever. I honestly would not surprise me if the Cardinals went 0-17. I don't know why. I just something about that team.
How many games have they won?
They are 3-5. Yeah,
wow.
They are 3-5.
Also, Modern Warfare 2 just came out, so I mean,
don't do them like that.
We know the
don't
stats.
Do them like
we know
that.
the stats.
Don't do them like that.
I don't write the numbers. I don't make the stats. They make themselves.
What do you think the spread is?
I just go off of them. -3.5 for Seattle.
Nope.
Higher?
-2 for Arizona.
Interesting. That's at Arizona.
In Arizona.
So that's what, -4
no,
if
it
was
would
on
be,
level.
It would be Seattle in favor by 1.
Yeah. So Seattle. So technically, Seattle's supposed to win this.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I have the Seattle winning. I have them covering.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's just +2. I'm going to go with those odds. Okay, another 4:00 Eastern game. This is a game I actually really wanted to go to. Unfortunately, I'm not able to make it. But Los Angeles Rams at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
LA is gonna win.
You have the Rams winning?
Yeah, they have a better front 4 or front 7 than Tampa Bay has a front 5.
Do you think this is a revenge game for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to beat the Rams because they beat them last year?
No.
Just no. Just no.
No. Well, Tampa's defense hasn't looked as good. Tampa's offense hasn't looked as good. I know that the Rams' offense and defense has not looked very good either. This is kind of a toilet bowl game right now. As it stands right now, this is kind of a toilet bowl game.
No, this is called the has-been bowl.
Very true. But I think that the Rams need this game more than the Bucs need this game.
Tony Romo is going to go in there and just dissect Matthew Stafford and Tom Brady all game long.
Can I just say something? I really am I hate the Tony Romo hype. I absolutely hate it. I hate every game that Tony Romo calls. He is so annoying to me. But that's just me. So this is my opinion, everyone. My opinion. Don't yell at me for my opinion. That's all I have to say about that.
I actually like Tony Romo's game calling.
It annoys the shit out of me. I'm sorry.
What annoys the shit out of me is ESPN every single year because they don't know what the hell they're doing.
They don't know what they're doing?
Yeah. They finally figured out fair. 1 year. But they put a lot of money into it. I will like Tony Romo more than I'll ever like Tom Brady when he gets there. I will tell you that right now. Tom Brady's going to annoy the hell out of me when he's announcing. He is going to piss me off because it's not going to be about the game Tom Brady's calling. It's going to be about Tom Brady.
We'll see.
I don't care. Like, I'm sorry. You know what's nice about Tony Romo? Like, is that Tony Romo did not have a good enough. Like, that's why we like Chris Collinsworth. Okay?
Wait. Let me just rephrase. Let me actually restructure what I said before. I don't hate Tony Romo calling games. I hate Tony Romo calling any Cowboys games. I do not want to hear it at all, ever. It is the most infuriating thing to listen to.
That I agree
That's all
with.
I have to say.
That I agree with. I just we like Chris Collinsworth because he wasn't a great quarterback, but he's good enough. Kurt Warner, I can't stand. Like there's just certain players that when they played, they be like the spotlight was on them. You don't want to hear them. The only people that I can kind of deal with is Peyton and Eli, but they have their own thing that's together. Like
Yeah. I also really like Fitzpatrick and Sherman. I think those are really, really funny guys to have on
I have a
TV
bone
together.
to pick with Richard Sherman though. Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right, Richard. Listen here, bud.
Listen up, Richard.
Listen, Dick. All right. I have an issue with you because all you ever did in your entire NFL career was bitch and complain about playing Thursday night games. Bitch and complain about playing Thursday night. It's not good for player health. It's not good for player safety. And what the hell do? You go to every Thursday night game.
Hey, I mean, I don't think he has a choice. I don't think he has a choice, to be quite honest.
But hey,
he's
listen,
brand.
I don't care.
He's brand new.
I don't care.
Got to make his money.
I don't care. Make your money.
Hey,
you know what you should have done to make your money? You should have got an agent while you're in the NFL. That's what you should have done to make your money. Simple as that.
Doesn't need an agent. He's smart enough to negotiate his own contracts.
Is he though? Because a lot of those contracts were pretty sus. And then he made this wave of like players can support themselves. No, Richard, not every single player went to Stanford, and not every single player is a freaking genius. Okay, they're not. They got out of a bad situation growing up. They got some success in college, and they got to the NFL, and they got a bag full of cash. That does not make them good at negotiating. That means they have a great body and great talent, okay? I got a bone to pick with Richard, but I do like them shitting on Russell Wilson. I will say that.
I agree.
I like
That's my favorite. That's my favorite segment.
Is the
shit on Russell Wilson segment.
Russell Wilson. Anyways, Rams. We both pick Rams going to the Buccaneers. Tennessee Titans at the Chiefs. Kansas City. At 8:00 Sunday Night Football. Really?
Who's quarterback?
Malik. Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. Okay. There's no way Tennessee wins that game.
I'm gonna see. I want to make sure. Do they? Tennessee Titans.
If it's Malik Willis, there's no way. And if they lose this game to a rookie quarterback, I'm gonna be disappointed.
So veteran quarterback is likely game time decision. Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, I think I'm still gonna go with the Chiefs regardless. I think they're just a better team.
That's really mean to do to Malik Willis. Hey, here's your first game against the Chiefs in Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, I mean, the only weapon that the Tennessee Titans have is Derrick Henry. As it stands right now, that's the only weapon they have, and so for me, it doesn't even come close to the other guys that the Chiefs have.
Mm-hmm. What do you think the odds are?
Odds are minus 12.5 for the Chiefs.
Dead on. Good job, David the bookie.
Thank you.
All right, Monday Night Football. Baltimore Ravens at the New Orleans Saints.
It's gonna be the Ravens for me.
Explain.
Explain. What explanation do I need?
What explanation? I don't know.
Andy Dalton? Excuse me? No, there's no way.
You get the ginger's beautiful brain out of your mouth, all right?
I'm just telling you right now, it's gonna be the Ravens. Lamar's gonna have a very good game. I think the defense is gonna be a lot better if Roquan plays. I think he will play. There's no way he doesn't play. And I think they're absolutely gonna eat. And if Alvin Kamara isn't playing, that might be a problem for the Saints, which there's a possibility he doesn't play this week because of his legal issues. But I mean, that's up in the air right now. But I do think that it's gonna be the Ravens regardless.
I think this is an MVP game for Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
I think this is an MVP
Like,
staple. Like, I deserve it.
right.
My man's gonna run for 100, throw for 350 with 4 touchdowns.
Let's hope.
Lamar Jackson is going to absolutely demolish this game, and Monday Night Football. Actually,
The Saints don't have a bad defense. That's the thing. They have a very good front seven. A very good front seven.
my issue with Lamar is that he hasn't done the best in prime time.
This is true. Is it Lamar or is it Lamar's defense?
Points against for the Saints this year, they're 28th in the NFL.
Yeah. I'm telling you, the Saints aren't winning this game. But also, in the last few primetime games that I've seen Lamar, it's been the defense that's been the problem.
That's fair. This is a weird game. It's like a weird, don't really see that one. Over under is Ravens at -2.5.
Yeah, that's way closer than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I know it is. The Saints are a good team. I think they have a lot of misfortune, new head coach and stuff like that. They performed quite well for a new head coach. I will say that Dennis Allen hasn't done terrible. Lamar Jackson has an MVP game. He has to.
I agree.
I
think he does too.
I think he curb stomps that team by himself.
Yeah, I agree.
He has more rushing yards than the entire New Orleans Saints combined.
Do you think so?
110 rushing yards.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that.
He's going to have 314 passing yards, 110 rushing yards, and 4 touchdowns with 1 interception. And that is Lamar Jackson's stat line. You heard it here first.
Yeah, I'm going to go 110, 226, 3 touchdowns throwing, 1 touchdown on the ground, and no interceptions.
And you know what? Andy's going to ball out. Andy's going to have a great game.
And Andy Dalton's going to have 10 yards passing.
No.
Negative
Legitimately,
1,000 yards rushing.
Andy is going to keep them in this game somehow. Chris Olave is going to keep them in the game some way, somehow. And we're just going to see a high-scoring affair on Monday Night Football. It's going to be in a dome. They want to show up for Kirk Herbstreit. They want to really show a college announcer how good they are at NFL football.
Yeah, I'm excited for this game. I'm excited. It's going to be a good one.
This one is. So we only have one game that we disagreed on.
Which game's that?
The Bears and the Dolphins.
Oh, wow.
Other than that, we agreed on everything. Actually, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, we agreed on everything. Which I didn't want. I want us to disagree on more. We'll see that one game swing on who's going to get it.
Yeah. Perfect. That's what I like.
Other than that, do you have anything else crazy you want to talk about? Anything?
No, nothing.
I want to say one thing, and then we'll go. This is it.
Okay.
This is my hot take for the midpoint of the season. The Philadelphia Eagles will break the record for most wins in a single season in NFL history and still lose the Super Bowl. The record is 18, held by 3 teams. The 84 San Francisco 49ers, the 2008 Patriots, and then the 1985 Chicago Bears. Those 3 teams have the best record of all time, with 18 wins and 1 loss. Obviously, the Patriots lost in the Super Bowl. The Philadelphia Eagles are going to win 19 games in a row. 19. And they're going to lose to whoever they play in the AFC.
You think so?
I think so.
I agree with you. I don't know if they do make it to that 18-0, or 19-0.
I mean, who's going to beat them in the NFC?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but I don't think they make it.
We'll go to.
I think the Cowboys can beat them,
Yep.
and I think the Giants could actually probably beat them too.
Yeah.
And that's about it for me.
Can we just talk about how everyone's like, honestly, like, I can't do this right now. I can't. Jalen Hurts is great. AJ Brown is great. Like, the players are great. They are. But, like, can we just, like, bro. The Detroit Lions, okay? All right. The Detroit Lions are 1-6. The Minnesota Vikings are 6-1. I'll give them that. Washington Commanders are 4-4. Jacksonville Jaguars are 2-6. Arizona Cardinals are 3-5. Dallas Cowboys, I don't care if it was Dak or Cooper Rush, whatever, cool. Are 5-3. Is that what they are? No, they're 6-2. Okay.
6-2.
The Pittsburgh freaking Steelers are 2-6, and the Houston Texans are 6-1.
Mm-hmm.
Can we shut the fuck up, acting like they're playing like the best teams in the NFL?
Okay.
Can we just stop acting like they're playing any top 5 team? You can't. Don't worry. You can be a top 5 team and not play the top 5 team. And you know they should be 8-0. Honest to God, they should be 8-0. No doubt about it. But are they the best team in the NFL? No. They're great. They are great. They are not the best team in the NFL.
I wouldn't even say they're that great.
I would. They're a great team. They're stacked. They're balanced throughout. They have a good offensive line. Their running back is where I kind of have my issues. Their quarterback is good. Their wide receivers are great. Their tight end is good. Well, actually, Dallas Goedert's a top 5. I would say he's top 5 tight end.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of great tight ends anymore in the league. Defense is good. Like,
yeah.
Jordan Davis has played great, but like until they prove that they can beat one team that like there's no noteworthy win. You beat the Texans 29-17. You beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 35-13. Crazy.
They can lose to Tampa. They can lose to the Packers. They can lose to the Giants, and they can lose to the Cowboys. I think those are the only teams.
They don't play.
They not play Tampa?
They don't play Tampa.
Okay, then they can lose to the Packers, Giants, and Cowboys.
So they have the Commanders. They have the Colts, which honestly I could see them losing to the Colts. It's like a crazy sneaky game. The Colts for some reason just beat teams they're not supposed to. They have the Packers. They have the Titans, which I think the Titans, if they can run the ball, might be able to do it. They have the New York Giants, like you said, Chicago Bears, Dallas Cowboys, which will be the hardest, and the New Orleans Saints, and then the New York Giants again. NFL gods love them. And if I'm taking a guess at their record next year, 10-7.
You think that's going to be the Eagles' record
next year?
I'm going to do you one better. They're going to be 8 and whatever
9.
their losses are. 8-9. I think they're going to be much worse next year. Because if you go undefeated this year, you will be playing the best teams left or in the next season.
You'll have 7 primetime games.
And you will have to run the gauntlet. And I don't think they're going to make it. That's what's happening to Cincinnati right now.
Yeah, it's very true. Even for the Rams, they're running the gauntlet. They're sprinting, and it is not going well. It is easy to feast on the poor. It is easy to beat the crap out of the crappy teams in the NFL. They should have won every single game they played. They really have.
Yeah. And if they lost a single game so far, it would be an issue. For sure.
They barely would not beat the Cardinals.
And the Cardinals aren't good.
The Jaguars had a chance to win the game. They barely beat the
Jaguars. The Jaguars aren't that good. The Lions aren't that good.
To think, okay, I don't even think they have the biggest. I gotta check this. I have to see who has the biggest point spread in the NFL because I don't even think they have the biggest point spread in the NFL. Okay, the number one points differential in the NFL is the Buffalo Bills. at
Okay.
105. At 105.
And then
They haven't even let up 100 points this season. Can we talk about that? Holy shit.
I told you they are going to steamroll the Jets.
Number 2 after them is the Philadelphia Eagles at 90.
Really?
That is 15 more points, though. For an undefeated team.
The Bills are winning the Super Bowl. There's no way they don't.
The Chiefs are only 51.
Yeah.
Can I give you even a crazier stat?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Hold on, I gotta check this really quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The Jacksonville Jaguars have the 10th best points differential in the NFL this year.
And you guys are what, 3 and 5?
2 and 6.
Oh, nice.
That is
who's in the middle?
What?
Where did the Giants fall on that list?
I mean, you better.
We must be dead last. We must be dead last because we've only been winning games by like 7 or 3
plus 6.
Right. Yeah.
So still above. The worst one in the NFL is the Houston Texans. Actually, no. Believe it or not, the Detroit Lions.
Worst?
Minus 52.
Oh, that's bad. That is terrible. What are the Jags?
Jags are 10th. They're plus 14.
Okay.
Yeah. That's yeah. The Pittsburgh Steelers, I think, had the least amount of points scored this year. The Denver Broncos have the second least amount of points scored this year.
Yeah.
Fucking awful. The Pittsburgh Steelers are 120 points for. The Buffalo Bills have only given up 98 points. That is only a 22 points differential. If that shows you how crazy that is. Actually, I lied. I just realized the Pittsburgh Steelers have the worst point differential. It is minus 77.
Ooh, Mike Tomlin's losing that streak this year for sure.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
But yeah, I Eagles are not the bee's knees. I'm sorry.
I don't think so, but hey, we'll see.
Congratulations.
It'll be an exciting playoffs.
Congratulations for beating the Texans on Thursday Night Football.
Pop that champagne. Almost losing to the Texans, actually.
Yeah. Anyways, for What's the Checkdown, I am Chandler. He is David. This is What's the Checkdown for Chandler and David. And until next week, deuces. Peace.
Peace.